How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. This is the pros and cons of the new Nook Simple Touch with Glowlight. And this is a pretty amazing little e-reader. I don't do a lot of e-reading, but came across this bad boy and wanted to kind of see what it was all about. So I'm going to break down just some of the things I like about it and give you a little bit of what's good, what's not good, and maybe you may want to go out and get one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Swoop! There it is. Alright, so just to kind of go over what it has, first of all, there is a button right here, power button. Okay, it has the charger, micro USB right there. It has a slot for expandable memory, and that's about it. Pretty simple. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide to unlock. So first pro for this guy, it is super light. Okay, this thing is amazing. Like, it's probably lighter than a remote control. Like, it's crazy. It's in your hand, you barely know it's there. I'm gonna balance it on one finger right now. Woo! Actually, I don't think I have balance that good. But first pro is super light. I'd probably say for any lady, this would be an amazing e-reader to purchase, because literally, like, you could put it in your purse and literally forget that it's there because it's that light. I believe it's also one of the smallest of all the e-readers as well. So size-wise, again, it's not an inconvenience to take this anywhere or toss it in your bag as you go. So those are my first two pros right there. Next, it has a great battery life. I believe it's somewhere between 1 and 2 months. The battery will last if you turn Wi-Fi off. Let me tell you a funny story. I bought this thing probably 25 days ago, and I have not turned it off, and I have not charged it. And to prove that to you, I actually have the charger, and right here I haven't even unwrapped it, because literally it just, like, it stays on, and I've actually had it connected to Wi-Fi the whole time, and the battery's been fine. One thing though, it did freeze up when I went to go use it today. I had to kind of like turn it off, turn it back on, but other than that, the battery did last. Didn't have to worry about any extra charging, so you won't have to do a lot to be able to use this. So that's a great pro. A lot of people, you can e-read on the iPad or Kindle Fire, but those don't generally have a good standby time. So that's a great plus of just getting a dedicated e-reader, is knowing that charging it, you'll really have to do it. Next thing, this is one of the biggest things that separates this from all the other e-readers. If you hold down on the home button, you will turn on the backlight. You see that? There's a little light bulb that pops up in the corner. And to really sell you on this, I'm actually going to turn off all the lights so you can see this thing in the dark. Okay? So there's one light off, and bam. See that? So we're in pitch black here, and you can read. Okay, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only e-reader on the market right now that has a backlight that will allow you to read in any environment. And what's cool is that if we go right here, we actually can adjust. This it's not even at full brightness right now. So let me go ahead and turn it up. And that's it at full brightness. Okay, now I can go to a book, and I can get my read on. And I don't have to disturb anybody. I don't have to have a light on. I don't have to have a clip-on light at the top. So that's one of the huge features of this guy, is that it has that backlight that you can control and you can turn on when you want, and it'll allow you to read anywhere that you are. Okay, so that's a big pro for this one. Next thing, let's go ahead and turn it off for now. I don't want to waste that light. So the next thing I found is that the Touch, I feel, is actually a little bit more responsive than the Kindle. I've had the Kindle Touch recently, and I did a review on it, and I like this one a little bit better because I felt like it was just faster. Let me show you an example here. I believe I went to the store I'm gonna combine 2 Pros in this, because another pro I felt was that the keyboard is pretty responsive. Like, I didn't, you know, like, you don't make a lot of mistakes because there's some good spacing. So I typed in Hunger Games and nothing happened. Let's try it again. Hunger Games. And let's actually go to browse. Let me just pulls it right up. But let's see, go to books. You know, let's go to photography. Because what I was looking at like a list like this, and just how fast you can jump down that list. Like, I believe this is a hair faster again than the Kindle Touch. I've had the Touch and I played with it a little while, but man, this one, it responds pretty quick. So I have to say that's a great plus on this one, is that, you know, you just shoot right through the books, okay? Or, you know, the menus, everything, it's pretty fast. Big pro as well, it does have the expandable memory right here, so you can actually throw a micro SD card slot in there. It comes with a very small amount of memory. I want to say it comes with, let's see here, 240 megabytes, so that's probably like maybe $100. It's a very small amount, so you definitely would want to get an extra memory card just to allow you to put more on there, you know, because you'll want to read for thousands of hours without having to stock up again, right? You know, just in case, you know, you want to. And the last thing I'll say for the pros is it has this cool feature where it'll allow you to lend books. I believe that is in social. And there's a feature called Lend Me Books, and it'll actually allow you to lend and allow your friends to borrow your books. So they made it really easy for you to share the books that you have. I thought that was a really cool feature. So that, I want to throw that in the pros as well. Let me go over the cons here. So first con I had was that I didn't care for the screen dimension. It's kind of squarey. I wish that maybe it was a little bit longer. One thing like the Kindle Touch, and I have to compare it to that because that's the only other one that I really play with a lot. I like that their screen is a little bit longer and it's less wider. I just, you know, I feel like it looks like a, you know, it has a very square design. I wish it was more of a rectangular design. So that's just maybe more of a personal preference for me, but I didn't really care for the dimension of the screen. Next con is that you cannot get games for it. As far as I know, I tried to search even to find some simple games, nothing. Like, this is literally an e-reader only, okay? And, you know, I know people say, well, I'm only buying it to read, but a lot of the other ones allow you to download some simple games to play as well. So I felt like they should have built in some type of game store, even with some simple solitaire, mahjong, Sudoku, because the touchscreen is so great. Like, why not have games for it? So that was kind of my feeling on that. The next thing is there's no web browser, so you don't have the ability to like Google something or to go online. Again, even the Kindle keyboard, the screen wasn't touchscreen, it still had a web browser that you would be able to do some simple browsing on. So I felt like, you know, it's a waste of a great touchscreen. They could have added that feature in and allow you to do a little bit more with it instead of just reading. Next thing, you cannot access your email from this guy either. Okay, what they have built in, if you actually go to settings and you go to social, there's a feature that will let you you can link up your Facebook, Twitter, or Google Plus account, and like if you want to share quotes that you like from the book, but you can't actually like, you know, see people's Facebook or your own. You know, like, I remember when I did the review on the Kindle Touch, because it has a browser, I was able to pull up Facebook and I was able to do some light Facebook stuff, but can't do any of that on here. So I felt like, again, it was missing that extra component of, hey, you know, I love to read, but, you know, I may want to do a couple more things on this, and you can't. They've made it strictly e-reader only, and I feel like that limited such a great device, especially that it has that backlight, being able to, like, sit in bed at night, you know, with the light off, and maybe you wanted to check Facebook real fast or update your status. You know, like I feel like that should have been implemented within this design. So that's about it. A lot of the cons were, I felt like, I don't know, it was me wanting more out of the device than just reading. But if you're saying, hey, I just want to read, I want something light and portable I can take with me, and I can just pull out and read when I have some free time, this is a great device for it. And you know, it's, again, super light, and you can just bring it anywhere with you, and you won't have to worry about making sure it's charged up because it has such an awesome battery life on it. So this has been my pros and cons for the Nook Simple Touch with Glowlight. I definitely would recommend this. I love the backlight feature, and I love that you can now take it, you can sit in the closet and read it. You can go hide somewhere and do some reading, and you don't have to worry about having a low light with you. So I hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the video. Give me a thumbs up, you know, or like the video if you felt like it was helpful. Subscribe to H2TechVideos and keep watching. Have a good one.